right, so there's some real stuff. I had a conversation this morning with my middle schooler, and part of mothering and being a mother and motherhood is constant teaching and nurturing. And nurturing doesn't always mean like coddling does not equate to nurturing. I need people to understand. Cooking and cleaning and ironing your kids' clothes does not correlate to mothering. It just doesn't. It is a freaking responsibility that a responsibility and a task that is necessary when you are raising and taking care of humans who have not yet developed the skills of self-sufficiency. Okay, let's be for real. So in the conversation, I told my daughter, I'm like, yo, you are living in a memory. We are living in a memory right now, because this is going to be a memory for you one day. And we were driving to school, and I'm like, I am not driving the car right now. You are driving, and your 11-year-old self is in the passenger seat. And this conversation came up because I challenged my children to think. I asked them questions because I want them to think. And I said this before in a video, like, people think common sense is common, but common sense requires one to think. And sometimes what's not common is because people are not thinking. So in teaching her about thinking, I asked her why she wanted to go somewhere. What did she like? And it was all these surface level answers. And somebody might say, oh, well, she's a kid, she's not gonna know. No, maybe your kids don't know, but nah, I'm not. Sometimes we place our own internal limitations on other people, including our children. No ma'am, no sir, no ham, none of that. And so I told her, I'm like, no, you have to think, because your answers have to have substance. Because if you don't know why you're doing something, you're going to go into life and you're going to just be doing. You're just going to be doing, and you don't even know why you're doing. Or you're just going to be being, and you don't even know why you're being. And so one of the examples that I asked her is like, or I told her, I'm like, football games are coming, basketball games are coming, and you're going to ask me to go. And my question to you is going to be like, why do you want to go? You need to understand why you want to go, not just because everybody else is going. So what is if everybody else is going? But that might look like, I want to spend time with my friends. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to see what the games are like, and what middle school is like in this capacity. And there's no right or wrong answer to why we want to do something or what the intention. The goal is, or my intention as mother, is to teach her that you have to have an intention for doing things, because if not, we just going to be going to and fro, and then something go left. If something isn't going right, we going left. And we can find ourselves in circles. That's not necessary for us to be in circles. So challenging her to think, because I explained to her, I said, I am not in this driver's seat right now. You are. Your grown adult self. And this is a memory. And you're going to hear me in your mind, in this memory, asking you, why are you hanging out with that person? Why are you friends with that person? Why are you going over there? What is your reason for going over there? And I said her name. And that was to get her to think. My intention as their mother is to guide them, right? It said, train up a child in the way they should go, so they won't depart from it. I'm raising my daughters to be self-sufficient and interdependent and self-reliant and self-accountable and self-responsible. And I put in my comments on another video, I'm doing that because I had to come to the acceptance and the acknowledgement that there is so much more life that I desire to live once my children are adults. Sometimes people are like, I can't do or I can't be until my children are. No, I am being and doing in this now moment. And I realize that my desire to live in a downtown, in a condo, or to go live in an island in a hut for 3 months is not realistic when I'm raising minors. Now, when they become young women and adults, of course, I'm going to set them up for success and make sure that they have a foundation. But I don't know where I'm going to be at. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, because I want them to live their life, because I'm going to be living mine. And a lot of the times we are raised to fulfill what our parents want us to fulfill for them. Go to school, get a degree, get a good job, get married, have children, all this other things, right? How many people do we hear and they go home and their parents are asking them, when are they having a child? When are they having a baby? Etc., etc. And then you find out people go and have children and their families may not be present and available to support them. Raising a child is no joke. People don't understand that, because it's not just until they're 18. It's for life. It's literally for life. And that would be no different than me saying to somebody, well, why do you want more children? What is your reason for having children? Because sometimes, and what I realized in connecting with people, there's a lot of people out here that are just having children because they desire to be loved. Children aren't born to love you. Love is a part of who they are. They come here as love. But it's not their responsibility to ensure that your cup is filled. And that's where the unhealthy codependency, vicious cycle of emotionally immature parents and immature toxic relationships, and the cycle begins. I apologize to my children. We don't use the word sorry, because I explained to them they are not sorrowful. I explained to them, like, yo, you can feel sorry or feel sorrow for your action, but we apologize. I want them to be mindful of their words, and I want them to be accountable to and for themselves. If you watched this entire video, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. Yeah, and to the head rat police who are like, why she got her do-rag on? Why y'all got, ghetto, blah, 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 blah. It's always people who ain't got, actually, I ain't even gonna say that. Y'all, I just came from the gym, and this was on my heart. So if you had the ability to listen to this message and ignore the messenger, I am so grateful to you. And I'm so humbled that we are aligned to each other. Love.